For the record, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is Jim Perdue, Jr. I am president of the Texas Trial Lawyers Association. I've learned quickly that every past president thinks they're still president, so thank you for having my friend Jay Harvey testify before me. But I'm the current president, and I'm testifying on the bill. For the whole committee's history to know, we were very blessed to be invited to the constituent table, and thank you again, Chairman Hancock, for the opportunity, because through that process, Section 5 of this bill, which represents the business liability side, identified in a product liability section, a consumer exposure and business environment, and then a tuition. You can't sue if you end up not having in-person classes, are all in Section 5. And as president of the trial lawyers here, I'm going to tell you that we're neutral on Section 5 of this bill. And that is because of the opportunity to be at the table, work with the constituencies that were involved, identify issues, and try to balance the interests of the right to access to justice, but protections in an unprecedented time. And there's nobody from the trial lawyers who is going to say anything other than this has been an unprecedented year. And it may indeed merit. But to Chairman Whitmire's question, as of yesterday, the total number of filings for any case that has been identified as COVID-related is 679 in the state of Texas. Only 4 of those, according to the Hunton AK tracker that was identified by Mr. Jackson, only 4 of those are medical liability cases. I'm not sure of any in particular that represents a product liability case unless it's a business-on-business piece of litigation. We have been blessed to work through Section 5, and Chairman Hancock, we remain invested in the opportunity to work through Sections 2, 3, and see if we can get to a place of neutral on this bill. In the interest of the state of Texas, the stakeholders, the people who will testify behind me, we remain committed to that process. We look forward to the opportunity, and we thank you again for the chance to be here and have worked on it to date.
All right. Questions, Senator Hancock?
Yeah, I just want to thank y'all for coming to the table in a legitimate purpose, right? Which is what I asked when we came was, hey, look, we don't want to protect bad actors. We want to make sure individuals who have just cause have the right to pursue that cause, and we couldn't have done it without your assistance. And so I appreciate your working with us and diligently coming up with a better bill.
Well, and I thank you, but again, we remain committed to that process. And while there are differences on the healthcare side, I personally commit further engagement in any form or fashion to see if we can get to some place.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having
testimony.